Good evening. Would you please open your Bibles to Luke chapter 13? Luke chapter 13. Let's begin by reading verse 23, when Jesus was asked a question while journeying through towns teaching. Lord, will those who are saved be few? And Jesus responded, Strive to enter through the narrow door, for many, I tell you, will seek to enter and will not be able. When once the master of the house has risen and shut the door, and you begin to stand outside and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, open to us, then he will answer you, I do not know where you come from. Then you will begin to say, We ate and drank in your presence, and you taught in our streets. But he will say, I tell you, I do not know where you come from. Depart from me, all you workers of evil. To get a better understanding of this narrow door in verse 24, please turn to Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Jesus refers to a narrow gate and also a wide gate. Matthew chapter 7, beginning in verse 13, says, Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide, and the way is easy that leads to destruction. And those who enter by it are many. For the gate is narrow, and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few. Here we see a distinct contrast. A wide gate, where the way is easy and leads to destruction, and a narrow gate, where the way is hard and leads to life. Which path are you and I on? Back in Luke chapter 13, verse 25, we see that our chance to choose the narrow way will cease. It says, When once the master of the house has risen and shut the door, and you begin to stand outside and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, open to us, then he will answer you, I do not know where you come from. We don't know the day of judgment or the day we will pass from this life, which is why we need to ask ourselves, am I prepared to meet God right now? Are we living like we're dying, confident that our eternal home will be in heaven? Are we afraid of the fact that tonight could be our last, that Christ could return this very hour while we're not ready? Maybe you are here tonight and you aren't prepared to meet our God. Maybe it's because you have not put on the waters of baptism, or maybe you have fallen off the narrow way and just need the prayers and encouragement of the congregation here. Whatever your need is, we offer this invitation now for you to come to the front and let it be made known as we stand and sing.